Problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore.
And when they go live, it's a fixed shot, no outside view. Once they think it's not rolling, you see them waiting for instructions from someone backstage. And yes, don't forget they're in a studio.
Day 6 of Artemis II, and the logic just broke. These images are the exact same. One's day and one's night, but if you look at the top, these images are the exact same.
Tally. Manifest. I see it, I get it, no question.
What's good, and welcome back to another episode of J-Tally Reacts, bringing you the highest vibrations on YouTube. I got a dope video lined up for you today. We're about to find out some truth and maybe see some fiction. But before we do that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you're notified of all my future content. Other than that, let's jump right into the first clip. Here we go.
Artemis II blasted off, headed to the moon, right? So it took off from right about here. And it blasted off, son. And then it went up and it circled the Earth a couple of 3 or 4 times. And then it just took off out into outer space, baby. They out there floating around in outer space right now. They fixing to hook around the moon. Watch this right here, man. They fixing to hook around the moon, right? And they gonna lasso the moon, baby, and they gonna be hauling the mail. They probably gonna be in there going, ah, ah! If it was me, I'd be kicking and screaming, son, kicking and screaming. But they up there, and they gonna do all these circles, and then they gonna blast off back home and land somewhere in the ocean out here. But you wanna know what's crazy? A little while ago, before they even started doing this, the moon was over here, and then it was over here, right? So they had to make the trajectory meet up with the moon. How in the world do you even do this kind of math right here? What is that like? 2 plus 3 minus 6 plus 8 plus 12 minus 3 divided by 4 plus 9, A, B, C, D. I mean, this is some complicated stuff, son. But they gonna shoot around this sucker, head back to the house, baby, splash down in the ocean, and tell us all about them alien bases on the backside of the moon. That's what they're going to tell us about. Don't you know that's where they're at? All these UFOs, the only place in the universe we can't see is the backside of the moon. It must be covered with alien UFO bases. I hope they don't go to firing on them. They're like, what is that up there flying around? That ain't one of ours. That's a goofy looking spaceship, son, with flaps on it. Darn thing going about 50,000 miles per hour. They wouldn't even have a missile to catch up with it, or would they? They are aliens. They got them UFOs. Probably got a bunch of other junk. But this Artemis II mission is happening. They're about to go back here. Right here, they're probably going to see all the alien bases, right about somewhere, you know, right there on that backside. Because we see this side, right? But we don't see the backside ever. It's got to be. Got to be where the alien bases are at. Wish them luck, though. Man, I wish them luck. Hope they bring home some great stories to tell.
There's an 1893 firmament map you can type in. It's on the Library of Congress. So it's on a government website, like it's straight up right on the government website, and it's called the firmament map. And you can just look that one up. It says 1893. You just type it in. It's not even hidden from the people. So, you know, when they're trying to talk about where they're going and we're going...
Look at Library of Congress. It's crazy.
Going to space, they're not going anywhere. And a perfect example of this, the India moon landing. The India moon landing looks like an Atari graphics moon landing. You see like this little pixelated thing go beep, 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 and it lands on allegedly the moon, and the Indians are they're just clapping away. They've done it. It's crazy that you can make people believe that, right? Like, if somebody believes that, they watched Atari graphics, and they thought they went to the moon. Oh, goodness. Imagine what else you can make them believe. You know, you can make them believe to take a whole bunch of and put them in their body. You could also make them believe that they need to wear 64 masks. Like, something like that.
NASA just released video footage of astronauts in space working on the International Space Station. But when you see some of this stuff that they clearly missed before releasing it to public, it's gonna make you laugh. Sometimes you just gotta look. Be smart, think with your head. See the curvature of the Earth here? They got the fisheye lens, obviously, on the video camera, right? Curvature. And all the high-tech structure that they got on the ISS, it looks like plastic and aluminum foil. It kills me. I mean, the high-tech CGI looks good. Look, flat, 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 flat. They missed that. Didn't have the fisheye lens on that one. And this thing just spinning around doing nothing. I mean, come on. I mean, it looks cool. All the thunderstorms and everything else going on. These guys are working. I don't know what they're doing. This guy, what's he doing over here? He just, and look at that guy.
That looks real,
He's just
though,
dancing up there, I guess,
thunderstorms at
just
least.
spinning around. I mean, come on, really? They really expect us to believe this stuff. Wake up.
Reed Wiseman and Jeremy Hansen will be up first to capture imagery and
So you're telling me that this jar of Nutella just magically flies into frame for everybody to see? I mean, come on, does anybody truly see
advertisement.
what is happening here? What is going on? Or is it just me? Because honestly, if you can't see what is going on here with all of this stuff, with this Artemis II stuff, I don't know what more to add at this point. Because honestly, when you begin to look at everything, it just writes itself. I mean, what are the odds that a Nutella jar just magically flies into frame perfectly so you can see the jar of Nutella? Come on, y'all. Does anybody truly believe any of this? Again, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm sure that they are really in space. I'm sure this was just a coincidence. There is nothing to see here, right? Right. Again, the jokes just write themselves. Just like the fact that they flew to space on April Fool's Day. Come on, wake up.
Did you see that? What's up with the lettering behind the ball? Like, what? Wait for it.
I overheard from some of the conferences, and then what I enjoyed watching
What is
with my
this?
family. I think there's a lot going on.
What do you think? Did we
Pay
go to the
attention
moon?
to this plushie toy genuinely glitching out during the Artemis II mission. It looks like their green screen is going completely haywire. And you know what's weird? That plushie toy, its nickname is ZGI. Huh. Sounds familiar to CGI. Like they're telling us right to our faces. See, he gets all awkward and tries to cover up the fact that the green screen was glitching. Now pay attention to the size of this landmass that I saw while watching a spacewalk. That is the Nile River in Cairo, Egypt. And they're over Israel, looking over at this landmass right here. Now, do you see the size difference from the spacewalk now going to Google Earth? That's a very small landmass on Google Earth, but it's a massive landmass taking up a huge fraction of the globe in this spacewalk. Does that not raise any suspicion? Or what about the fact that when they're halfway to the moon during the Artemis II mission, it is way, way, way smaller than the size of the moon when looking out at the moon from your backyard?
Here's my thing. They're going to the moon. This is like amazing. They haven't done it since 1969, right? Or maybe they've done it a few times after that, but you get my point. If it was me or any of you, I know for a fact we would be like this the whole time out the window, filming it, proving all those flat earthers wrong, showing this for science. And it's so crazy they're not doing that. Like, they have not given us any real good video footage at all. And it's like, don't you think, like, if it was me and I was producing the moon landing, because really that's what they do, the moon trip, whatever, which is a whole nother thing that gets me into, like, it's like, we're going to Disneyland, kids, but we're just going to drive through the parking lot and then leave. But you get to see the rides, but you don't get a ride. I'm like, why? If it costs so much money, because all the people who swear we've landed on the moon, that's their biggest thing. Well, it's just so astronomically expensive. If it costs so much money to go to the moon, why waste a trip like that? Why waste the money? So I don't know. I really don't believe it, but I'm hopeful. Like, I really hope it's possible. Because that means, hey, one day maybe we'll be able to, like, you know, take a space shuttle and do things like that, like, commercial-wise. But what do you think? Throw it in the comments. Let me know if you think this Artemis... And Artemis, that's a whole other thing. Do you know what Artemis means? Artemis was the twin sister of Apollo. So it's like, in my opinion, once again, they're laughing in our face. If Apollo just happened to be fake, they're like, we're going to do it again. And we'll use the name of the twin sister of Apollo, and we'll call it Artemis, because we're just going to use the same tricks and all the same props, because it looks like the same thing. Don't you think that space shuttle would be like beautiful LED flat screens everywhere, the nicest equipment, but it looks like the same shit? So, in my opinion, I don't think they win.
The most believable video I have ever seen of a rocket detaching its rear end in the void of outer space. 100% valid, guys. There is no way on Earth that the Artemis II mission is being made in a Hollywood basement. I made this video for entertainment purposes only. I can't wait till we get to the moon.
The Artemis astronauts slipped up and accidentally showed us that the moon mission is fake and they're not even in space. Take a look at this clip that's going viral and tell me what you see and what you hear. Here it is.
Pause. So let's say that's fake, right? Let's say, for argument's sake, that they did add in that ball. Why would they do that? Well, maybe because NASA wants to sell these little stuffed animals, because I saw some kids at the launch with that same little moon Earth stuffed animal. Maybe NASA wants to sell, 10 million of those stuffed animals, so they green screened it in. That's the only logical reason I could see for that ball glitching out, is that they really did add it in. But in my opinion, NASA shouldn't be adding anything in at this point, because they're already like under watch and people are finding all these things. It's like, how can you possibly believe this? How can we believe this?
Y'all see that?
Like, what?
What is that?
Wait for it. I overheard from some of the
Here it comes.
conferences, and then what I enjoyed watching with my family.
Boom. You see him?
Going on. It's been interesting.
What is that? So what you're seeing, if you caught it, it looks like that plushie glitches out and then you see the words moon coming over it in a weird way. And people are saying this is proof they are just in a studio and this is all green screen. I found the original footage from the original stream. That's not there. This looks like it's been edited. So if that's the case, why would somebody edit the footage like that? I know NASA lies to us. I don't trust our governments, but I also want to use logic and reasoning when I weigh this information.
Three strange things happen to the silver food packaging. Number one, you can see through the silver packaging. Here again, zoomed in and slowed down, and now in normal speed. Number two, the red dot on the silver packaging. It's only visible on this side after that spin. So here again,
I got a better video of this.
But after the last rotation, the red dot is simply gone. And 3, 2, 1, gone. The red spot should be visible right there, like in the reference picture taken from the silver packaging. Are those letters visible? And after that silver packaging is descending, the red spot just disappears in one frame, as you can see while I'm going one frame forward and backward. Number 3, it looks like the silver packaging is going through his skin. Here a closed up, you would expect at the minimum a bounce off, but it just goes through. Just focus on the edge of the packaging and you can see the mixed up pixels right there. I'm so excited what they'll cook next.
Day 6 of Artemis II, and the logic just broke. These images are the exact same. One's day and one's night, but if you look at the top, these images are the exact same. And look at the live feed. And watch his eye. Ready for it? Watch, 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 watch. Everyone's talking about this red dot. Watch it disappear as it floats. Watch. You see it? Gone. And for this toy, you can literally see text from the background bleeding through the toy. Watch.
That is weird. I don't get that.
That's... Look. And then he moves it.
I want to believe the moon... I want to believe this so bad, but it's just too many red flags.
You just leave it there.
This thing spotted in the sky, we're being told it's a cloud. I've never seen a cloud like that before in my life. I've seen a rainbow, but not a rainbow-colored cloud.
That's
Strange
true.
new things
I think that's
every
like
day, me booski.
when I see stuff like that and I see like the rainbow ring around the sun and around the moon, I kind of feel like that's a reflection of the firmament. I personally believe that proves the firmament theory, but I'm just a train conductor. I'm not a scientist.
The crew of the Artemis II has captured some incredible views of Earth.
They've used the very same clouds in both of these images. It's supposed to be Africa by day and night with exactly the same angle, so about 12 hours later, and the clouds haven't moved. Because these aren't photos, they are computer-generated images, just like all images of the globe. So either NBC made a mistake in choosing the graphic designer, or it's intentional to test us, as it's stated on this NASA reel. And why are they showing us Earth so slowly? Why not film everything? Think about it for a second. A skydiver comes back with hundreds of photos. GoPro on his helmet, a 360 camera in hand, 8K video at 120 frames per second. But when it comes to Artemis, we're back in the 70s with blurry, choppy images, 4 frames per second, as if NASA didn't have the budget for a $400 GoPro. They lost the technology and never found it again.
Problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore.
And when they go live, it's a fixed shot, no outside view. Once they think it's not rolling, you see them waiting for instructions from someone backstage. And yes, don't forget they're in a studio. To avoid showing you the view, they'll distract you by talking about problems of bullet.
I heard that there was a little bit of an issue with the toilet.
Or perhaps playing with their mascot, which they call ZGI. Perhaps that's a hint for CGI. So at this point, if you still believe in this whole spectacle, it's high time you started some serious deprogramming.
Listen. Show of hands. Raise your hand if you are sick of living the same day every day. Wake up, go to school, go to bed. Wake up, go to school, go to bed. Make it to Friday, make it to Friday. It's always make it to Friday. Oh, it's the weekend, yay. Wrong, it's Sunday night. And then after you graduate, yay, you're an adult. No, you're an adult. You have to work until you die. I don't know who decided that this was normal, but it's definitely not normal. Sometimes I wake up and I dread my day because I know it's going to be the same thing as yesterday. And everyone is miserable. Everyone is miserable. Everyone knows we're living in a loop. We can't do anything about it. You just have to keep going. It's like I'm out of breath. Like I can't do it anymore. It's so exhausting.
Do you have to do it? I mean, do we have to do it? Why are y'all deciding to play a role, right? Ashley puts her hands up. If you look at nature, nature is simply being. They're being nature. That's why y'all love to watch nature so much, because y'all love them, watching them to be free. You can be free too, but you decided to enslave people on their own land just to monitor them and steal their energy to watch what they got going on. Y'all could be out in nature doing what nature does, just like we want to be doing what we want to be doing. But y'all don't want to. Listen, William Shakespeare said it himself. The world is a stage. Every single one of us is playing a role. And until the original cast is tired of playing the role of being enslaved, then things cannot change. And the reason why everyone is going through it spiritually right now, y'all, is because we are taking our power back. We are literally the batteries to this whole system, y'all. We are literally waking up to our true divine self, and things are falling apart. I've been telling y'all, we are in this shift. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
Trump isn't an idiot. What if losing the war in Iran is exactly the plan? Let me show you something the media will never tell you. Okay, so everyone's saying Trump is destroying America. He's fighting an unwinnable war in Iran. He's threatening to invade with ground troops. He's pissing off NATO by threatening Greenland. He's picking fights with Canada, Mexico, Denmark, Colombia. JP Morgan says the world will run out of oil by mid-April. The global economy is about to collapse. Trump looks like the worst president in history. A complete buffoon, right? But what if that's the whole point? What if Trump wants to lose the war in Iran? What if he wants the American empire to collapse? What if he wants to destroy the global economy? Then he'd be a genius. Let me explain.
Damn.
Right now, the world gets 20% of its oil from the Middle East. Japan, 75% from the Middle East. India, 60% from the Middle East. Europe, heavily dependent. But here's the thing, oil isn't rare. Venezuela has the world's largest reserves. Canada has massive reserves. United States has massive reserves. Trump just took over Venezuela in January. He's threatening to take over Canada. You see where this is going? If Trump closes the Strait of Hormuz by fighting Iran, the Middle East oil stops flowing. But North America, still pumping. Suddenly, Europe, China, Japan, South Korea, they all need American oil. Not just oil, fertilizer too. Nitrogen for food production comes from the Middle East. If that's cut off, where do they turn? North America and Russia. Trump is making the entire world dependent on resources he controls. Now here's the genius part. Who owns the most US debt? Who's financing America's $39 trillion? Japan, China, Taiwan, South Korea, Asia, UK, France, Belgium, Luxembourg, Europe. The same countries that need Middle East oil. There's been this fear that these countries would stop buying US Treasury bonds, that they'd move to gold or Swiss francs, that America's Ponzi scheme would collapse. But now they need American energy. They need American resources. They can't abandon the dollar. They're trapped. Trump just turned America's biggest weakness, its debt, into its greatest weapon. By starting an unwinnable war in Iran, he's forcing the entire world to depend on North America. This isn't new. Putin already proved this works in Ukraine. Russia's been fighting for 5 years. It's a slow grind, but it's restructured Russia's entire economy around war production. Drones, munitions, military manufacturing. Russia went from importing Iranian drones to making their own and now exporting them to Iran. Putin's plan, the world is collapsing anyway. So build a fortress, make Russia self-sufficient, control resources, weather the storm. Trump saw this and said, we can do the same. It's called the technique. Greater North America, Greenland for rare earth minerals, Canada for oil and resources, Venezuela for oil reserves, Mexico for manufacturing, Panama Canal for trade control. Trump's not being reckless. He's building a self-sufficient North American fortress while the rest of the world burns. So yes, Trump looks like an idiot. Yes, he's losing the war in Iran. Yes, he's destroying the global economy. But if the goal was to end the American empire and rebuild it for Americans, to make the world dependent on US resources while everyone else collapses, then Trump might go down as the greatest American president in history. The New World Order is dead. Welcome to the Trump World Order. Follow for more they don't want you to see. And support me by buying.
Why is it that we chose this strange thing that isn't even real? Other creatures, they drink water, they eat fruit, they eat other animals. We exchange with currency, and our system of exchanging with currency is flawed because of greed.
If you haven't already got a copy of my book, Cheat Codes to the Simulated Life, you can get that on Amazon today. Once again, that's Cheat Codes to the Simulated Life, an epic guide to metaphysics and manifestation. If life's a game, there must be cheat codes. You could find them out today. Go on Amazon and grab that today. For the next 30 days, I actually lowered the price of the book from $27.99 for the hard copy down to like $18 something. But, you know, it's not about the money at the end of the day. It's about spreading this message and helping people get activated. I hope you guys enjoyed the book, but let's get right back into the video. Here we go.
You're not living in physical reality. And I'm going to break this down by breaking down the construct of time. So when you think about tomorrow, whenever you have thought about a future occurrence, yesterday, you probably thought about what you were going to do tomorrow. Like, oh yeah, I gotta do this tomorrow, I gotta do this, and you were planning your day. And it felt, when you think about certain things, you have a beautiful mind that can picture future occurrences. So you're thinking about this, and then it's like, damn, when you meet the moment and you're in tomorrow, does it feel like tomorrow? Or does it just feel like the same fucking present moment that you've been experiencing your entire life? Because when you're in the moment and you're like, oh yeah, tomorrow, this and that, it feels like, oh, it's something, a day that I'm gonna meet. And then the day comes and it's like, hold on, this feels just like every other day. Because there is no separation. That is an illusion. And I want to talk about the consistency of thoughts. When you think about something that's gonna happen in the future, you feel this thought form. You feel this reality that doesn't exist, but it exists in your head. The future. To think about a future occurrence, you picture it in your mind. You think about it. That's where anxiety comes from, because a lot of people cling to these pictures of the future. Trauma is from clinging to these pictures of the past. Because truly the future and the past is all in your mind. Meaning, what are you looking at right now if everything that I just said was in the past? Everything that I just said for the past 1 minute and 45 seconds is all in the mind now. So is this moment in the mind right now too? It is. The 3K who just snapped, the only way you can think about that 3K is in the mind. Because this entire time you thought you were in physical reality. It's all up here. None of it is physical. It's physical for a pint of a second, and then it's a memory. It was never physical, because seconds don't exist. All is now. There is no physical fucking reality. You're in the future right now. You're in the past right now. When you first watched this video, you were watching to see what 3K was going to lead up to say in the future. Does it feel like the future right now since you started watching this video? Or is it just right now? Do you remember the first word I said in the beginning of this video? Or is it just a memory that's lost? So was it ever truly physical in the first place? I be trying my hardest to remind you that this is a dream.
Damn.
And I'm not somebody on TikTok. Fuck TikTok. I'm not somebody on TikTok trying to awaken you and remind you and give you some spiritual. I am a projection of your consciousness. When you go to sleep and you have dreams, everything, the corner of the room, the people you talk to, the streets, the dogs, the birds, the sky, the monsters, they're all in your mind projecting an experience, and you think it has an on and off switch when you wake up out the bed. You are still dreaming. Everything that I have said so far in this video is in the past. You think you're looking at 3K knowledge right now. I have fucking put a caption on this video and posted it. I am no longer right here talking. This video is probably old. You're probably watching this late as fuck right now. But you're not, because you're watching it right now. Time doesn't exist. The physical doesn't exist. You're floating in a beautiful experience of consciousness right now. As I look at you right now with this beautiful face, I cannot see my own face. You can see it, I can't. And by you, Neverse, I'm talking to myself, which is you. Because you on the other end that is looking at my face, quite coincidentally, you can't see your face right now either. So me and you, while we're looking at each other right now, I can't see my face. You can't see your face. Who are we? If we're both aware of the humans. Look at my mouth as I talked. Isn't this the... This is the weirdest...
That's amazing.
What the fuck is this? For some reason, I'm using these bitches to communicate. This might have took a weird turn, but... Me pinching my lip, that nigga no longer exists. You are dreaming, my love. This is a dream. And I can pinch my lips and move my eyes around and do all this just to break the structure of this storyline that you're going on that's keeping you so attached to this beautiful, temporary dream. Go deeper into unrevealing this big projection of consciousness in my ebook.
2018.
The only ebook you will ever need to fucking read.
Damn.
It's a short read. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one consultation with 3K Knowledge, that is also in my link tree, link in the bio. I love y'all unconditionally. Continue to experience. You have no other choice. You're not the human. Peace and love to the conscious man, 3K.
This proves that time is just an illusion. Time is not real. Time is definitely not real.
What year is it?
Huh?
What year is it in our calendar?
What
year is it right now? Because we use our own calendar.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's 2018.
It's 2018 right now?
Yeah.
And we have 13 months.
No, this is a psyop. This is a psyop. So you mean to tell me in Ethiopia it's 2018? It's 2018 in Ethiopia, 8 years in the past. And what
She's a
does
witch.
she mean they got 13 months? What's the 13th month? And why is time moving so fast in the United States? Why are we in 2026 and they in 2018? I feel cheated. I really feel cheated. Basically,
Like
if you want
Hocus
to go
Pocus.
back in time, move to Ethiopia. Move to Ethiopia. They still living in their best years, man. For real.
It's salt. Why is there salt on my floor? Because witches can't cross salt, and I'm playing Call of Duty.
No way.
You are a jackass. You better clean that up. Nope. Babe, clean that up.
I knew it. Witches can't cross salt. I never knew that. Right? She didn't cross it either. Right? She was wearing all black. Right? And she wanted him to clean it up. Why couldn't she clean it up? Stop playing with me, son. This video's for entertaining purposes. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but maybe they're just playing around, guys. Shh. Shut up. I think that video was old, though. I don't think it was new. But it's something to think about, guys. So if you think you got one of these people around, just carry some sea salt on you. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game. I ain't got you. Know what time is it? Shh. Shut up. But I tell you one thing. If a girl ever comes over to my house and I throw out salt and she doesn't pass it, I knew it.
Hey man, I'm about sick of every time I go live, somebody asking me about Tartaria. So you know what? Let's go ahead and deal with this subject real quick so we can get this over with. Do you mind if I reason with you for a moment? Listen up. Tartaria was not some motherfucking global, peaceful fucking civilization where mankind lived at a high state and we were brought down. Tartaria is the prison of the fallen angels and all of their technologies. You don't got to take my word for it. Let's go to the Bible. Check this out. 2 Peter 2:4 says that the fallen angels were imprisoned in Tartarus. In motherfucking Tartarus. Now, I know some of y'all common sense don't be commenting, but hear what I'm saying. Tartarus and Tartaria. You think that's a stretch? Well, let's ask Google. Tartarus and Tartaria are the same motherfucking place, man. It's the same goddamn place. Ungrateful motherfuckers out here blaming everybody from taking etheric energy away from you like niggas is trying to stunt you. They trying to stifle you. No, bitch. The Vatican is actually doing God's work on this particular thing. I ain't saying they always do it, but on this thing, they trying to keep fallen angel technologies out of your fucking hands. You see what it did in motherfucking Genesis, nigga? Stop playing. Yes, nigga. Yes, the fallen angels had great high technology. How else you think the pyramids was built, bitch? This is very simple. Tartarus or Tartaria was supposed to be a prison, motherfucker. It's supposed to be a prison, but somehow the inmates had the keys. So these motherfuckers turned a prison into paradise. And you think God was happy about that? Not at all. Hence, the mud flood, bitch. And understand this, and since most of the fallen angels were either buried or petrified, somebody that came from them was left in charge. Yes, they was. They children. Yeah, People call them the Nephilim because in the Bible it talks about the Nephal and shit like that. But I need you to use common sense. That's what people called them. That's not what they called themselves. What do you think they called themselves? I'll tell you. They were called Elites. E-L-L-I-T-E-S. You know what Elite is? Those are the children of the Els. Who are the Els? All the angels and the Most High God. The Most High God, Google it, his name is El Elyon. Every angel had El in their motherfucking name. Mickey El, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael, even the devil, Semi-El. That's what it means, bitch. The Elites are the children of the fallen angels. And we've even changed that. Just how Tartarus became Tartary, Elites became elites. Listen, I know some of y'all thinking, that's a reach, bro. That's a reach. Well, let me bring it together for you. What is the most sophisticated meal that the elites love? You see it on every cooking show. You see it everywhere. What's it called? Beef tartare. What is beef tartare named after? The Mongols from Tartary. They used to put raw meat under their saddles, and they rode it until it was they rode their horse until it was ground, and they ate it raw because the Elites had an affinity for raw meat. You don't remember the book of Enoch talking about cannibalism? Because, bitch, I do. Pay attention. And they still doing it. You ain't heard about this Epstein list, bitch? And I'm trying to told you. And let me bring this point home for you even better. Do you know what they call beef tartare in Wisconsin?
I love this.
They call it cannibal sandwich. You know why? Because they play in our fucking faces. TikTok, this was a joke for entertainment purposes. I don't believe shit. I don't believe my name is my name because I didn't name me. Somebody else did. Follow me for more.
What's this called? Book. Yes. What's this made of? Paper. Yes, good. What's this called? Block. No.
Damn.
What's this called?
Crazy.
Oh. Yes. What color? Purple. Yes, color purple. Good. What's this made of? Glass. Yes, made of glass. Good job.
I love this video.
Wario. Yes, Wario. Good. All right. What's this called? Rag. Yes. What color? Purple. Yes. Good. Trying to fast food is not going to cut it. What's this called? What's this called? Bowl. Yes. What's it made of? Bowl. What made of? Metal. Yes. What am I doing? Hat. Yes. Good. What's this made of? Oh, drop. What's this made of? Rock. Yes, rock. Good. What's this called? Wrench. Yes, wrench. What's this made of? Metal. Yes, good. What's this called? Rag. No. What's this called? Plant. Yes, plant. Good job, Paulo. What's this called? Bottle. Yes. What's this called? Paulo, what's this called? Oh, those are some pretty big. Don't bite me. Apollo, oh, don't bite me. Okay.
Damn.
Alright, Apollo. What's this made of? Glass. Yes, what's this called? Bowl. Yes. What color? Purple. Yes. What's this called? Bottle. Yes, good. What's this called? What's this called?
Shrek.
Bottle. Yes. What's it made of? Paper. Yes. What's this called? It's a bell. That's right. What color? Purple. Good. What made of? Metal. Yes.
That's crazy.
What's this called? Cork. Yes. Cork. Good. What's this called? Block. Yes. What color? Purple. No. What color? Wrench. Orange. Good. We're gonna have to work on the pronunciation. That's good. What's this called? Wrench? Yes, what made of? Metal. Yes, good. What's this called? Shrock. Yes, shrock. What color? Purple. Yes, what's this made of? Paper. Oh, yes, good. What's this called? Rag. No, what's this called? Plant.
So,
yes.
real quick, what if that bird is in a dream too? Like dude was saying, we're just living in the moment, but we're in like a dream. What if that bird is in its own version of a dream? Right?
Plant. Good. What's this called? Ball. Yes, good. What's this made of? Glass. No. Bowl. What's this made of? Glass. No. Wrench. What made of? Metal. Yes, what's this called? Yes, what's this called? Yes, good. What's this called?
Box.
No, it's not a box. What's this called?
Bag.
Dropped it.
Now, I want you guys to see something, okay? Guess who that is? King James. From the King James Bible. So our Bible here in America comes from a melanated person. There's another rendering, see? King James I of England and the 6th of Scotland. Now that portrait comes from the National Portrait Gallery of England. And it's King James I of England and the 6th of Scotland. We're going to scroll up. It's going to bring us here. The sitter, meaning the person who sat there for that portrait to be rendered by this artist, was King James I of England and the 6th of Scotland. Now, as I've said, the King James Bible is named after King James I of England, who was also King James VI of Scotland, which is that melanated person. And it was published in 1611. Now, the first settlers, which I'm saying are Celts, which were Scottish, Irish, and then your English people and your Black Welsh people. The Black Americans, the ancestors of Black Americans who swear up and down that they're not from Africa, their ancestors are Black Welsh people. They came here in 1607 and established a first permanent English colony in North America. Okay, 1607. Then they published the King James Bible, which came from a melanated person in 1611. And then the first recorded arrival of enslaved Africans in the English mainland colonies occurred in late August 1619. And like I said, the Black Welsh that came from Britain as settlers are half brothers and sisters to these enslaved Africans, West Africans. They're half brothers and half sisters to each other. They come from the same founding father haplogroup R. Now, Freemasonry began in the early 1730s. So when they brought enough settlers that were Black Welsh and enough enslaved Africans, they started Freemasonry in America. And then in 1775, which is a year before they wrote, the 1776 thing happened, right? A year before that, Black men were first initiated into Freemasonry. And then they wrote the Constitution in 1787. And then in 1865, they abolished slavery. So they brought these Black Welsh people came here as settlers, and then they brought the Bible, which came from a melanated person, and then they brought enslaved Africans over, and then they brought the Freemasonry started, and then they made Black people Freemasons, all before slavery was even abolished. So Black people weren't allowed to drink from the same fountain or use the same restroom or sit in the same place as white people on in these public places, but they were allowed to be Freemasons. It gets better. And then in 1866, 1 year after they abolished slavery, the 5 civilized tribes were forced to abolish slavery and grant citizenship rights to their formerly enslaved people. Do you see what happened? And I'm using their information to show you all this. Can you see what happened? We are being deceived by descendants of an alien. and a melanated female child that he stole from a melanated woman, per the Navajo creation story. They're all haplogroup R, meaning reptilian. Think about the things I tell you guys. Think about them.
Yo, they have been telling us the truth for a long time. The Golden Child by Eddie Murphy. Check out what the devil says. That was a good movie. Pay attention.
You will eat.
He wants him to eat.
Wow.
Because that would lower his vibration.
I've been telling you fast.
Be able to do his thing.
Need to learn how to fast.
To what he actually eat. Okay. Please, y'all, pay attention. This is an old movie, and they been telling
he eats rice, but he like makes it disappear. Oh, it's oatmeal or something.
He wants to feed him something that no good for the body, and he will be able to take over. But
sounds
pay attention
familiar.
to what he eats, man. Please, I'm begging you. The clearer the food, the clearer the mind. See it? One leaf at a time.
Let me prove it. Come here. By the way, do you mind being on camera? No. All right, you're cute. So. The mind and the body are connected. So that anytime something happens up here, we have a physiological effect, whether you're aware of it or not. But that's why when you say, ooh, he's such a pain in the neck, you wake up with a stiff, painful neck.
This is true.
Yourself strong. You're going to resist. Okay, resist. Okay. If the subconscious, if it thinks that something is positive, he'll stay strong. If there's something negative, he'll go weak, and he won't be able to help himself. So let's prove that. Say the word positive. Resist. Say the word negative. Negative. Resist.
It's real, people. It's all up here. We're in a dream. And that's the end of the video. I hope you learned something. I hope it really helped you understand a little more about NASA. But in all actuality, none of us really know what happened, and none of us have even been to space. So for us to say if it's real or fake, I mean, who's to say? In my opinion, I just feel like there's been a little too much gaslight and a little too much green screen. But let me know what you feel like in the comments. Do you think we've been to the moon? Do you think the Artemis mission really looped around the moon? And do you think one day we will go to Mars? Let me know in the comments. I'm Jay Tally. This is Jay Tally Reacts. And we are.
Tally, Jay Tally. Who manifest? Who manifest? Want it, I see it, I got it, I get it, no question. Who manifest? Who manifest? They send me protection from all of these hitters. They stealing my blessings like, raising my frequency.